Welcome back to Horror or Us, your go-to destination for everything spine-chilling and horrifying. Today, we're looking at why found-footage horror films have gained immense popularity. Whether you're a seasoned horror fan or just looking for your next scare, we've got you covered. Found-footage horror has captivated audiences for decades, becoming a staple of the genre due to its unique ability to immerse viewers in the terror. Its popularity stems from a blend of psychological tricks, cultural trends, and filmmaking techniques that heighten both realism and fear. Here's a deeper dive into why found-footage horror resonates so strongly. 1. Authenticity and realism, the illusion of truth. Found-footage films are designed to feel real, often presenting themselves as actual recovered recordings or lost documents. By mimicking amateur recordings, these films blur the line between reality and fiction, creating an unsettling experience for viewers. The shaky camera work, low-quality visuals, and naturalistic acting make the events feel like they could genuinely happen, which amplifies the fear. For example, The Blair Witch Project convinced many viewers it was based on real events, thanks to its marketing campaign and raw, unscripted style. This authenticity makes the horror more visceral, as the absence of polished cinematography makes it easier to suspend disbelief. 2. Immersive experience, being in the character's shoes. The first-person perspective inherent to found footage pulls audiences directly into the action. Instead of being passive observers, viewers feel like active participants, experiencing the terror alongside the characters. This perspective eliminates the safety net that traditional horror often provides, as the scares happen in real time, without the emotional buffer of cinematic distance. This intimacy is particularly effective in films like REC, where the claustrophobic setting and frantic camera work heighten the tension. Every shaky frame and muffled scream feels immediate, making it impossible to look away. 3. Unpredictability, a disrupted visual language. Traditional horror films rely on established cinematic techniques to build tension, such as controlled framing, lighting, and musical cues. Found footage, however, often abandons these conventions, creating an unpredictable viewing experience. Because the camera operator is often a character in the story, the camera moves erratically, focusing on what they perceive as important, leaving blind spots for unexpected scares. This unpredictability means that viewers can never fully anticipate when or where the next fright will come from. In Paranormal Activity, the stationary camera setup creates a sense of dread as audiences scan the screen for subtle movements, amplifying the fear when something finally happens. 4. Low-budget aesthetic, less is more. The minimalist approach to found-footage horror is both a practical and artistic advantage. These films often rely on natural lighting, improvised dialogue, and limited special effects, giving them a raw, unpolished look. This makes the horror feel grounded, as it avoids the over-the-top elements that can make traditional horror seem exaggerated or unbelievable. The low-budget nature of found footage also democratizes filmmaking, allowing independent creators to experiment with the genre. The Blair Witch Project cost only $60,000 to make but earned nearly $250 million worldwide, proving that effective storytelling and atmosphere can outweigh the need for high production values. 5. Emotional intensity, raw and personal horror. Found footage is inherently personal, as it often involves characters directly addressing the camera or recording their thoughts. This diary-like approach creates a deep emotional connection between the audience and the characters. The unfiltered fear, panic, and desperation come across as more authentic than the often stylized performances in traditional horror. In films like Cloverfield, the characters' attempts to document their survival make their plight feel relatable. Their reactions to the horror are raw and unscripted, mirroring how many viewers might behave in similar situations. 6. Cultural fascination with reality. Modern audiences are drawn to media that feels real, from true crime documentaries to viral internet videos. Found footage horror taps into this cultural obsession by presenting itself as something discovered rather than produced. The genre's roots in urban legends and viral marketing campaigns, like those used for the Blair Witch Project, play into this fascination, creating a sense of mystery and urgency. Additionally, the rise of social media and smartphones has made audiences accustomed to amateur footage of extraordinary events. Found footage mimics this style, making its horrors feel eerily familiar and relevant. 7. Unresolved mysteries, fear of the unknown. Many found footage films deliberately leave questions unanswered, adding to their lasting impact. The format often ends abruptly, with the camera cutting off at a critical moment, leaving viewers to imagine what happens next. This ambiguity makes the horror linger, as the unresolved nature of the story keeps audiences thinking about it long after the credits roll. For instance, The Blair Witch Project never shows the titular witch, instead relying on suggestion and implication. This lack of resolution forces viewers to confront their own imagination, which can be far more terrifying than anything explicitly shown. 8. Breaking the fourth wall, a direct connection. Found footage films often break the fourth wall by addressing the audience directly through the camera. This creates a more intimate and chilling experience, as viewers feel personally implicated in the story. By framing the footage as something discovered, these films invite audiences to become investigators or witnesses, deepening their involvement. Found footage horror continues to thrive because it offers a visceral, immersive experience that feels both innovative and timeless. By combining authenticity, unpredictability, and raw emotional power, the genre taps into primal fears in a way that traditional horror often cannot. Whether it's the sense of voyeurism, the cultural obsession with real stories, or the psychological impact of unresolved terror, found footage horror remains a compelling and effective way to scare audiences. From classics like The Blair Witch Project to modern hits like Host, the genre's evolution proves its adaptability and enduring relevance in a changing media landscape. In the end, the enduring popularity of found footage horror lies in its ability to merge storytelling with a raw, visceral authenticity that taps into deep-seated fears. By stripping away the polish of traditional filmmaking, these films create a uniquely immersive experience that feels personal, unpredictable, and disturbingly real. They challenge audiences to confront the unknown in the most intimate way possible, through the shaky lens of someone else's terror. As long as we remain captivated by the blurred lines between fiction and reality, found footage horror will continue to thrive, pushing the boundaries of how fear is experienced and remembered. Let us know what you think in the comments below. What is your favorite found footage horror? See you next time.